Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Angels Nursing Decodes. In this video, I am going to discuss about preventive pediatrics. Preventive pediatrics. It means nothing but taking care of the children and preventing the child from mortality and morbidity rates. Aspects of preventive pediatrics. Here we are going to see about MCH, RCH, ICDS, breastfeeding, BFHI, weaning, under 5 clinic, immunization and school health services. So these were the aspects of preventive pediatrics. Definition of preventive pediatrics. Preventive pediatrics is defined as the prevention of disease and promotion of physical, mental, and social well being of children with the aim of attaining a positive health. So, here we can see that how to prevent the disease and promoting the physical, mental, and social well being of the children. This is the main aim of this preventive pediatrics. Maternal and child health. Maternal and child health refers to the promotive, preventive, curative and rehabilitative healthcare for mothers and children, child health, family planning, school health, handicapped children, adolescents and health aspects of children in special settings such as daycare. So, objectives of MCH services. Reduction of maternal, perinatal, infant and childhood mortality and morbidity rate. Second is promoting the reproductive health of the mothers. Promotion of physical and psychological development of the adolescents within the family. And next we can see in detail about MCH care. In that first is antenatal care. Antenatal care means the care of the women during pregnancy. The primary aim of antenatal care is to achieve at the end of the pregnancy a healthy mother and a healthy baby. Antenatal services. It includes 3 antenatal visits. The first visit is at 20th weeks, second visit is at 30th week, third visit is 36th week and preventive services for mothers before delivery. And second is prenatal advices. Education were given regarding diet, personal hygiene, drugs, warning signs and child care special classes to mother. Next is intranatal care, that is during the pregnancy what care as a nurse we have to give. Clean hands and fingernails, clean surface for delivery, clean cutting and care of God. Responsibility of female health worker in domiciliary care. Watch for danger signs, prevention of infection at time of delivery, rooming in. Next is postnatal care. Here the care of the mother and the newborn after delivery is considered. Objectives are first to prevent complication of the postpartum period. Second is to provide care for the rapid restoration of the mother to optimum health. Third is to check adequacy of breastfeeding, to provide family planning services and to provide basic health education to mother and family. It includes diet, breastfeeding techniques, postnatal exercises, immunization, family planning. Neonatal care. Here neonates are concentrated more. So it includes newborn care, maintain body temperature of the newborn, breastfeeding, late neonatal care. Next program is reproductive and child health program. Definition. It is defined as people have ability to reproduce and regulate their fertility. Women are able to go through pregnancy and their birth safely. The outcome of pregnancy is successful in terms of maternal and infant survival and well-being, and couples are able to have sexual relationship free of fear of pregnancy and of contracting disease. So here mainly they concentrated on fertility. that is how to give a baby birth safely, how to prevent the complications during pregnancy, how to maintain a good sexual relationship, how to avoid fear of pregnancy, etc. So it contains four phases. So the four components of the RCH package were family planning, child survival and safe motherhood, client approach to healthcare, prevention and management of reproductive tract infection as well as sexually transmitted diseases. RCH services and major interventions. First is essential obstetric care, emergency obstetric care, medical termination of pregnancy, control of reproductive tract infection and sexually transmitted diseases, immunization, drug and equipment kits, essential newborn care and oral rehydration therapy. Next is RCH phase 2. It begins from 1st April 2005 and the focus is to reduce maternal and child mortality and morbidity with emphasis on rural health care. The major strategies were essential obstetric care, that is institutional delivery and skilled attendance at delivery. Emergency obstetric care. Next, operationalize first referral units. That means operationalize primary health centers and community health centers for round-clock delivery services. Next is Integrated Child Development Program. It was launched on 2nd October 1975 and this scheme is one of the flagship programs of the Government of India and represent one of the world's largest and unique programs for childhood care and development. Purpose of initiation: routine MCH services not reaching target population, nutritional component not covered by health services, need for community participation. Next, objectives. First is they need to improve the nutritional status of preschool children, that is below 6 years of age group. Next, to lay the foundation of proper psychological development of the child. Third is to reduce the incidence of mortality, morbidity, malnutrition and school dropout. Fourth is to achieve effective coordination of policy and implementation in various departments to promote child development. Fifth is to enhance the capability of the mother to look after the normal health and nutritional needs of the child through proper nutrition and health education. Next, components of ICDS. First is health checkup, immunization, growth promotion and supplementary feeding, referral services, early childhood care and preschool education, nutrition and health education. Packages of services. First, pregnant women, health checkup, immunization, supplementary nutrition, health and nutritional education. And for nursing mothers, health checkup, supplementary nutrition, health and nutritional education. Other women's 15 to 45 years, nutritional and health education. Children less than 3 years, health checkup, immunization, supplementary nutrition and referral services. Children in the age of 3 to 6 years, health checkup, immunization, supplementary nutrition, referral services and non-formal education. Adolescents, girls 11 to 18 years, supplementary nutrition and health education. Next, the population norms, Anganwadi centers for rural or urban projects. 400 to 800 population 1 Anganwadi, 800 to 1600 2 Anganwadis, 1600 to 2400 3 Anganwadis. Thereafter in multiples of 800 1 Anganwadis. For many Anganwadis 150 to 400 numbers. For tribal or riverine or desert or hilly and other difficult areas or projects 300 to 800 numbers. Funding pattern. ICDS is a centrally sponsored scheme implemented through the state government or UT administrations. Prior to 2005-2006, 100% financial assistance for inputs other than supplementary nutrition, which the states were provided out of their own resources, was being provided by Government of India. From the financial year 2009-2010, Government of India has modified the funding pattern of ICDS between center and states. The sharing pattern of supplementary nutrition in respect of northeastern states between center and states has been changed from 50:50 to 90:10 ratio. So far as other states and union territories, the existing sharing pattern of 50:50 continues. However, for all other components of ICDS, the ratio has been modified to 90:10. Types of supplementary nutrition. Children in the age group 0 to 6 months. For children in this age group, state and union territories may ensure continuation of current guidelines of early initiation, that is within 1 hour of birth, and exclusive breastfeeding for children for the first 6 months of life. And the children in the age group of 6 months to 3 years. For children in this age group, the existing pattern of take-home ratio under ICDS scheme will continue. Take-home ratio should be given in the form that is palatable to the child instead of the entire family. Children in the age group of 3 to 6 years. For children in this age group, states or union territories have been requested to make arrangements to serve hot cooked meal in Anganwadis and mini Anganwadis centers under ICDS scheme. Since child under this age group is not capable of consuming a meal of 500 calories is one sitting, the states or union territories are advised to consider serving more than one meal to the children who come to Anganwadi centers. Next, ICDS team. The team comprises Anganwadi workers, helpers, supervisor, child development program officers and district program officers. Next, medical officers, auxiliary nurse midwives and accredited social health activities, that ASHA form a team with ICDS functionaries to achieve convergence of different services. Monitoring and supervision of training program. A separate ICDS training with women and child development headed by a director or deputy secretary level officer is responsible for overall monitoring, supervision and evaluation of the training program. Recent initiatives. The ministry has recently initiated a process of consultation with states and other stakeholders to review and identify gaps in the existing training system and make suggestions to strengthen the ICDS training program. International partners. Government of India partners with following international agencies to supplement interventions under ICDS. United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, UNICEF, Cooperative for Assistance and Relief Everywhere, CARE, World Food Program, WFP. Next, moving on to breastfeeding. It's a familiar topic. Breastfeeding is the optimal source of nutrition. The human milk is specific and it provides all the essential nutrients necessary for the growth and development of the newborn infant. Let's see the advantages of breastfeeding. So first is benefits to infant. It helps in gastrointestinal development and function. Second, it boosts the immune system. Third, it develops the cognitive development. And fourth is it reduces the risk of infection while comparing to formula feed infants. Next, it reduces the risk of obesity, and the next, it lowers risk of various infections. Next, benefits to mother. Enhance early maternal-infant bond, aids involution of uterus, helps in loss of excess weight acquired during pregnancy, and it's a natural contraceptive method, and it reduces the risk of infection and various diseases, and it is economically productive. Next, baby friendly hospital initiative. Introduction. In 1992, UNICEF and World Health Organization launched the baby friendly initiative among doctors, nurses, health workers and parents in hospital and maternity centers to promote, protect and support breastfeeding. Objective is to re-establish the superiority of breastfeeding in order to protect the newborn's health by baby friendly. 10 steps to create BFHI. UNICEF and World Health Organization laid down 10 steps to create the baby friendly environment. First is there must be a written breastfeeding policy. Second, all healthcare staff must be trained to implement this policy. Third is all pregnant women must be informed about the benefits of breastfeeding. Fourth, mothers should be helped to initiate breastfeeding within half an hour of birth. Mothers are shown the best way to breastfeed. Unless medically indicated, the newborn should be given no food or drink other than breast milk. To practice rooming in by allowing mothers and babies to remain together 24 hours a day. To encourage demand breastfeeding. No artificial teats to babies should be given. Breastfeeding support groups are established and mothers are referred to them on discharge.